Hello viewers, tutorial 14 question 9, and we're finding the area between two graphs, the graph of y equals the square root of x and y equals x squared. So we'll start with a little sketch. X squared, we should know what that looks like. We should know that that's a parabola. Square root of x, you might not necessarily know what that looks like, but it's a part of a sideways parabola. So we're looking for the area between the two curves. Looking for that area in that region there, which means we will need to work out what our limits of integration are. We'll need to do some integration to find the area. So to work out what our limits of integration are, we'll need to set our two functions equal to each other. So square root of x is equal to x squared. Need to solve that for x. So if we do that, if we square both sides, would be our first step. If we square both sides, we get x equals square x squared. We get x to the 4, and therefore x to the 4 minus x equals 0. So if we take out x as a common factor, we get x times x cubed minus 1 equals 0, which tells us that either x equals 0 or x to the power of 3 minus 1 equals 0. And if x to the 3 minus 1 equals 0, then x to the 3 equals 1, which would be x equals 1. So our solutions are 0 and 1. Area is therefore going to be integral from 0 to 1 of the top function in the region of interest. The top function is the square root of x. We'll need to integrate, so let's write that as x to the power of a half minus x squared. That we need to integrate, and if we integrate x to the half, we end up with x to the 3 upon 2, divide by 3 upon 2, which is the same as times 2 upon 3, minus, we'll get x to the power of 3 over 3. And that's evaluated between 0 and 1. We can actually take out a factor of a third here. So we've got a third times 2x to the 3 upon 2 minus x cubed. That's between 0 and 1, which gives you 1/3 of, this is going to be 2 times 1 to the 3 upon 2 minus 1 cubed minus 0 to the 3 upon 2 times 2, 2 times 0 to the 3 upon 2 minus 0 cubed. Okay, so 0 cubed is 0, and 0 to the power of 3 upon 2 is 0, so that whole bracket is 0. So it's only going to be determined by this first bracket. So we get 1/3 of 1 to any power is 1, so this is just going to be 2 times 1 minus 1, so we get 1/3 of a square unit. Okay, thanks for watching. Over and out.